Hey everyone, are you ready for a great story today? It's called The Monkey and the Dolphin. We've got a super smart sea creature and, well, a pretty silly animal from land. So let's dive right in and see what happens when these two meet.
All right, so in our story today, we've got two main players. A really smart, friendly dolphin who just loves the ocean. And then there's this monkey who, let's just say, he's about to get himself into some serious trouble.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Our story starts out on the big, wide open ocean. A sailor is on a huge adventure, and he's brought a very unusual friend with him.
Picture this. You've got a sailor, and he's on a ship way out on the beautiful blue sea. He's on a really, really long trip.
You know, when you take a long trip on a ship like that, across the water, there's a special word for it. It's called a voyage. It's a fun word for a big adventure on the sea.
So, was the sailor all alone on this big voyage? Nope. To make things more fun, he brought a little monkey with him to be his friend and keep him company.
So, everything seems great, right? The sun's out, the ocean is calm, but wait. Suddenly, the sky starts to get really dark. You can just feel that something bad is about to happen.
And just like that, bam! A giant storm comes out of nowhere. The wind is howling like crazy, and these huge waves are crashing into the ship, throwing it all over the place.
You know, a storm that's this big and this scary, we actually have a special name for it. It's called a tempest. It's a word for a really, really wild and dangerous storm, just like the one they're in right now.
Well, this tempest was just too strong for their little ship. With a huge crack, the ship breaks into pieces. Everybody, including our little monkey, gets thrown into the rough, stormy water. They all have to swim to try and survive. So, the poor monkey is lost in the middle of this crazy storm, all alone. He really needs someone to save him. But just when things look their worst, a hero shows up, and it's not who you'd expect.
All of a sudden, a dolphin with a big heart comes up to the surface. He sees the monkey struggling in the water, and he makes a little mistake. He thinks the monkey is a person who needs help.
Now, if there's one thing to know about dolphins, it's that they are famous for being kind and helpful to people. So, without even thinking about it, the dolphin swims right over to the monkey to save him.
The rescue happens super fast. First, the dolphin swims right underneath the monkey. This lets the monkey climb up onto the dolphin's strong back. And once the monkey is holding on tight, the dolphin starts swimming toward the land.
Okay, so they're swimming along, the monkey is safe, and the dolphin is feeling pretty good about saving someone. So, he decides to be friendly and start a little conversation.
As they get closer to land, they're near a big city in Greece called Athens. The dolphin is curious, so he asks the monkey, "Hey, are you from Athens?"
Now, the monkey wants to sound really important, He wants to impress the dolphin. So he tells a lie. He says, "Yes, I am. And actually, my family is very famous and noble there."
The dolphin is so excited. He says, "Oh, that's wonderful. If you're from Athens, then you must know Piraeus." Now, Piraeus is the name of the big harbor, the big port in Athens.
Uh-oh, this is where the monkey's lie starts to fall apart. He's never heard of a place called Piraeus, so he just assumes it must be a person's name. So, instead of saying he doesn't know, the monkey tells an even bigger lie to cover up the first one. He gets all excited and says, "Piraeus? Of course I know him. He's one of my best friends." And in that one moment, the dolphin understood everything. He realized two things. One, this wasn't a person on his back. And two, he was a liar. The dolphin got really angry. He was just trying to be kind and save a life, and in return, he was being told all these lies, these falsehoods.
So what's a falsehood? It's really just a fancier word for a lie. It's something you say that just isn't true. And the monkey, trying to act all important, had just told a really big one.
The dolphin was so disgusted by the monkey's lies that he decided he didn't deserve to be saved anymore. And so, the angry dolphin just dipped down under the waves, and the monkey was left all alone in the water. So what's the lesson here? What can we learn from this story? Well, first, we saw the monkey lied just to try and seem important. But what happened?
His lie was found out super easily, right? So the biggest, most important lesson is simple. It is always better to just be honest. And that leaves us with one last big question to think about. Why is it so important to tell the truth, even when it feels really hard or scary to do? That's a great thing to think about. Thanks for listening to the story with me today, and we'll see you for the next one.